Hi, it's Ryan Spanger here, and I'm speaking to Greg Merrilees from Studio One Design. And this is the second in our four-part series about videos on websites. So, Greg, let's talk about a topic which I think is really important for people to know, because there's a type of video that you really should have on your website, but actually most people don't.
I can't believe people don't. We're talking about a video on your thank you page, right? And so what most people do is, they might have an opt-in, or they might have a free strategy session, or whatever the case is, some sort of free offer, or even an offer which is a paid offer. And then people send them to a thank you page that just has a line of text that says thanks for whatever it was, right? And that's it. So what we like to do instead is use that thank you page, use a video on the thank you page to basically take that person to say thanks for whatever they've just done, but then offer something else in your funnel. It's also a good opportunity to build trust, especially having a face-to-camera video there.
Well, that makes total sense, because when visitors come to your website, you're asking them to take a particular action. And once they do, it's important to thank them and to reward them and to reinforce that decision, because I guess sometimes it can be scary making a decision online. It might be making a purchase. It might just be signing up to a newsletter or an ebook or something like that. But visitors are taking a bit of a leap of faith. So it makes complete sense to, at that point, reinforce that decision, but also to inject some personality for them to actually physically see you speaking to them, because online can be quite impersonal.
Couldn't agree more, yeah. And so the way we use the video is, let's say somebody's opted into our checklist, then we'll thank them for opting into the checklist. We'll ask them, we'll educate them a little bit on what they're going to get out of it, but then we'll ask them to join us on a webinar, another free, offer, essentially. And so then, rather than just putting that offer on the page, you're inviting them and you're giving that opportunity to build trust and really explain the benefits of taking that next step.
The other thing I really like about these sort of videos is that they help you to understand the process, because I'm quite process orientated, and I think a lot of people who are watching this probably are as well, where to me it's really important when I'm in the actual buying process to understand what's happened, where are we now, and what's going to be coming up next. Especially once you've taken that leap of faith and you signed up, to just not have any, reaction or just some text popping up. It feels so much more reassuring to know this has happened, and then getting a little bit of a map about what's going to be coming up next.
Exactly. And your point before, let's say somebody has purchased an item, right? And we've done this on an e-commerce site, for instance, where this particular product is quite hard to use. It's quite technical. So on the thank you page of the purchase for that particular item, there's like a 15-minute video educating people how to use their product. And what that does is reduces their support calls. So it's pretty clever.
Yeah. And, the other thing I like about these sort of videos is they're pretty simple to make. And for, a production company like mine, while we're out shooting, for instance, a main video, a homepage video or something like that, once you've got the crew and the equipment all there, it's pretty simple to add on a small, video like this. So it adds quite a lot of value, because rather than ending up with one main video, you've got a few supporting videos, for that main one.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And so essentially, to wrap this up, I would say the thank you video is a perfect opportunity, usually a lost opportunity by most, web designers, but perfect opportunity to build trust. And essentially what you're doing is building trust in your brand.
Greg Merrilees from Studio One Design, thank you for talking to me about thank you videos.